Warner Brothers continues to face one controversy after the other: Johnny Depp for Fantastic Beasts, Amber Heard's Aquaman, and the very fresh Ezra Miller news and their role in The Flash. It seems as if the upcoming The Flash film might bomb at the box office, and it has to do with multiple allegations against its lead star. In this video, we'll talk about Ezra's controversies that might get them replaced as The Flash with Elliot Page. First up, Ezra Miller's controversies might make DC drop them. The once promising actor hasn't lived up to many fans and studios' expectations. Ezra started their career with hit indie films. They were dubbed the darling of indie cinema, with roles in films like After School, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, or We Need to Talk About Kevin. They made their mark in the hearts of fans and critics, and everyone thought this star would make it big. And they did. Soon after, Ezra started starring in massive movie franchises such as Fantastic Beasts, while also playing superhero The Flash in DC films, Suicide Squad, Batman vs. Superman, and Justice League. Naturally, when The Flash movie was developing, everyone expected Ezra to headline it. Ezra was cast and the film was shot. After many schedule changes, The Flash was finally set to release in 2023. Unfortunately for Warner Brothers, it seems as if the film might be rescheduled once again. Ever since the start of this year, Ezra Miller has been the subject of multiple incidents, ranging from disorderly conduct to assault involving arrests. Ezra faced 2 arrests in Hawaii, one for harassment and the other for allegedly throwing a chair at a woman's head. That's pretty violent. But this isn't new to the star. They've been the subject of many allegations of harassment, the worst of them involving grooming young girls of ages as young as 12. In one incident, Ezra reportedly yanked a mic from a woman singing karaoke. The police were called in when the actor allegedly yelled and lunged at someone playing darts. In another event, Miller lashed out at a woman after being asked to leave a gathering. A couple filed a restraining order against the actor because they burst into the room and threatened to bury them. Their words, not ours. And just like that, in 3 weeks, Ezra Miller had become the center of 10 police calls in Hilo, Hawaii. Yep, 10 calls. Concerns around the actor started arising when a video surfaced of them choking a woman in a bar. While Ezra never publicly commented on the incident, the woman recently spoke out about the abuse. It was all fun and games until it wasn't, she said. Things started getting worse last month. Variety reported how a German woman alleged that the star had harassed her after she asked him to leave her apartment in February 2022. Another report by Rolling Stone detailed how Ezra's farm in Vermont has guns and bullets lying around. That's pretty disturbing given how he's been hosting a mother and her 3 children there. Since then, Ezra has deactivated their Instagram and has made no public comment. It's pretty likely that Warner Brothers is at least considering dropping their Flash hero. But is that even possible right now? Next up, will Warner Brothers drop the actor from The Flash? $200 million. That's how much money the studio has spent on The Flash. Recent controversies around their main lead can jeopardize their entire investment, and no one would want that. Still, surprisingly enough, the studio hasn't made any public comment on the situation. Are they trying to hush it? The thing is, The Flash has already been filmed and is currently in post-production. If Ezra were to be dropped from the movie, it would have to be reshot. While this doesn't seem like a real possibility right now, who knows what'll happen if more allegations arise. If we've learned anything from Kevin Spacey, it's that actors can be replaced, and scenes can be reshot. This could be the one way for the studio to save its investment. Except that reshooting scenes will involve high costs as well. As an insider source told Deadline, there is no winning in this for Warner Brothers. Whether Ezra plays in the 2023 movie or not is something we can't say, but it's been reported that the studio will probably drop them after this film. This means that one of the biggest roles in the DCEU is up for grabs, and fans have all sorts of suggestions for the next Barry Allen. And now for the big one. Fans say Elliot Page should replace Ezra Miller as the Flash. As news of Ezra Miller has been getting out of hand, many fans suggest crowning Elliot Page as the new Flash. Elliot has starred in many productions, notably Juno and the hit TV show The Umbrella Academy, and Twitter thinks he'd make the perfect Flash. One user wrote that he would make a great Barry Allen, while another thought Elliot deserves to be cast in every superhero movie. We agree, he's so good in them. Just watch The Umbrella Academy or X-Men. We think replacing Ezra with Elliot might just save the Flash, even if it's not possible for the upcoming movie. It would surely save future projects. Some sources say the studio is also considering Elliot for the role. Yay! As an experienced movie actor with an Academy nomination under his belt, we don't doubt Elliot's ability abilities to portray the superhero, but it seems as if some people don't want him. Finally, some fans don't want to see Elliot as their favorite superhero. Of course, Elliot isn't the only fan recommendation for the role. Many have suggested that other actors like Dylan O'Brien, Dacre Montgomery, or Austin Butler should be cast in the role, but no other suggestion is more popular than Grant Gustin, and understandably so. After all, this 32-year-old actor has portrayed the superhero on the CW show The Flash for over 8 seasons now. That includes 200 episodes. Now, this should at least land him an audition. He's earned it. However, Grant is still very much a TV actor. Elliot has a lot of experience with blockbuster films and is one of the most celebrated actors today, as evident on Twitter. Recasting him as the Flash would be great for the character, but it would also help the studio save its face. Some fans have a problem specifically with Elliot being trans, saying he doesn't have the right build for the role. Many have also posted outright transphobic tweets, which are honestly too disgusting to re-quote. Elliot's fans have rushed to his defense, saying that his casting would be very inspiring for the trans community. Many also defended his acting skills, saying how his role as the Flash has nothing to do with him being trans. He's an excellent actor, and we all know that. Plus, we need to remind you that physical characteristics aren't all that important for a superhero in a costume. Elliot would be great in the role, and he might just save the character from dying under recent bad press. And now it's time for some other news. First, Elliot Page reveals that he was a pretty serious soccer player as a kid. Elliot Page got pretty candid about his life in a feature on Esquire's magazine. Speaking of his childhood, Elliot recalled his love for sport, especially soccer. He said he loved the discipline and teamwork that came with the game. The Juno actor revealed how he loved playing with the boys and was distraught when teams were separated by gender. Even when he went to play with the girls' team, the actor said he looked like a boy, and he was one. Elliot had to face many derogatory comments because of this appearance. Unfortunately, while he still played soccer for many years, comments like these made him lose that love he once had for the game. Next, the Umbrella Academy writer rewrote season 3 after lead actor Elliot Page came out as trans. In a recent interview, Steve Blackman, creator of the Umbrella Academy, shared how he rewrote season 3 after the news of Elliot Page's transition. This wasn't because Elliot wanted it. Quite the opposite, in fact. Elliot gave Steve the right to do whatever he wanted, saying he would still play the role he's committed to. But Steve said that writing the transition in the story only felt right for the character. Given that he didn't have much experience writing trans characters, the creator had to take help from GLAAD's Nick Adams, a trans author, and Thomas Page McBee, a journalist, to craft a narrative that would honor Elliot and his character. After watching the new season, we think Steve has been pretty successful, right? Finally, the Flash movie will not have a panel at this year's Comic-Con. Here's some news for fans planning on going to the San Diego Comic-Con this year. DC's upcoming film The Flash will reportedly not have a panel. The Hollywood Reporter reveals that this may be because the film is too far out at the moment, and a panel this year wouldn't generate much impact. This reason seems surprising, seeing how the studio has presented other movies like Wonder Woman a year earlier at Comic-Cons. Then why not The Flash? It's also releasing next year. We think this could be linked to the troubling allegations around lead star Ezra Miller. Warner Brothers may be trying to hush any conversation about the film. Honestly, who can blame them? That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Elliot should replace Ezra? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.